sits up. I'm like, hello, who had the chicken sandwich? They're like, look at the help. This woman literally said, look at the help. Is that me? Am I the help? I'm a server.
I have come here to talk about people and how much I hate them. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. If you came here for some positivity shit, this is not the damn place, okay? Because I'm here to fucking complain and rant. Let's backtrack. My whole purpose of this video is kind of to talk about and start this whole series. It's just to have a chat, you know, service worker to consumer, customer, and how awful you guys are, okay? Where do I start? Okay, if you're new to this channel, I originally started this channel because I am in the bartending mixology field. I love to share my tips and, you know, tricks on how to make amazing cocktails. You know, life has been life and the pandemic has been pandemic. We're in a new city! We're in a new backdrop, so listen, it's a lot going on over here. Try to keep up, okay? Where I'm at. So, my name is Tony. Let's start there. I'm originally from Oakland, California. Just recently relocated to Baltimore, Maryland, okay? And it has been an experience. A little backstory, I relocated here for a job opportunity, my main job, but my side passion project is tending the bar, bartending. I have been in bar scene for 6 years now. I have done everything from working in Michelin star restaurants to working in dive bars, sports bars. I have done major music festivals. I've worked music, different venues like Coachella, Soul Bloom, Ultra Music Fest in Miami. So your girl is not new to this. I'm true to this, all right? And I've come here today because I just wanted to start this series. I've been struggling with working in the service industry on the East Coast. I'm not gonna lie. And the people are awful. I just want to chat and see what's going on because it's not me, it's y'all. Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Today is Sunday. What is today? February. Life of a service worker, like, what the fuck day is it? Today is February 18th, okay? I have just gotten done. I come to you after working the Valentines Day week, which was tumultuous to say the least. My guests were really cool. It's just little nuances and things, caveats I just want to come and share in my own little space and corner on the internet. I want context. That's what we're here for, context, okay? If I look crazy, it's because of that. I didn't get home till 2 a.m. from the bar, all right? And I just decided to wake up and talk shit on this glorious Sunday morning. So here I am. Side note, Black History Month. Okay, you ain't with us, you against us. Oh, should I recap the whole week? I think I'm gonna keep it short because I want to see the response I get from this. But let's start with last night. Last night working. So, granted, I've been in this weird space, as I said at the beginning of this video, with bartending out here on the East Coast, particularly in Maryland, because the people aren't that nice. They don't tip. They really genuinely don't give a fuck about service workers and your livelihood. Let me retract. I currently work at a bar. It is a very well-known bar and speakeasy here in Baltimore, which has really been picking up some traction due to having great staff and mixologists online and being able to create these really well-crafted cocktails, which I am very grateful for. I have been in this position so I've been in Baltimore for 6 months. Going on 6 months this month. February 28th will make it 6 months. Can you believe it? No, because I can't. And I've been at this bar for 3 going on 4 months now. And at the beginning, it was cool, you know. I would just like to point out that none of my, uh, disdain is for my management nor my coworkers. I actually am really fortunate to have. I mean, for the most part, anytime I work a bar job, I can vouch with the amount of friends I have from previous work settings. Like for the most part, service industry workers get along. You may have that one. You may have that one business where it's just ran terribly and you have management staff and an owner that just makes it complete hell for everybody to exist in harmony and for everybody to make money and coexist in a work environment. But this is not the scenario for the current bar speakeasy I'm at. I actually really enjoy my coworkers. I enjoy my management staff. The company I work for is great. And they've been very welcoming to me with this transition for me moving to Baltimore, especially with it being a part-time job. Because as I tell any bar I begin to work at or get started for, like, this is a part-time thing for me. I have a full-time, very needy and demanding full-time main job, okay? And I do this as a way of just staying ahead of the curve. I love the money. It isn't terrible money. I just want y'all to know that, and this is with any job I go into, that this is a second in my life. But I do love the passion. I'm great at it, as I said. So, have loved the job. But as of recently, I have cut my days down. I went from working, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 days a week part-time at the bar to I've dropped my day down to 1 day a week. And let me explain to you why. The people out here in Baltimore are not friendly to service workers. It just is what it is. They have no coof when they go into restaurants. They expect things out of you that are not normal to the usual customers and clientele I deal with. They're very cheap. This is just a starting couple of things. And I get it. Like I said, my bar is each drink is $20, which most, good bars out here in the DMV area are priced at that. But I don't know. I just have not been clicking with the people out here that I serve. And it's not everybody. Like in real life, face-to-face interactions, like in the present time, I get rave reviews. Like people know I know my shit. They know I know what I'm doing behind the bar. I know how to maneuver behind the bar, and I know how to give you what you want. I think the issue with me, and I'll just throw out examples because I don't want to be here all fucking day and night. But, I got some shit to get off my chest. Okay. Yeah, it's just been fucking weird. For instance, so last night, I say all this to say, coming fresh off of a shift from last night, Saturday, and this is like the 3rd day I've worked this week because it's just the demand has been there for Valentine's Day. It was just very interesting. I feel like I had a great shift, made great money. I think all my coworkers I was working with and my associates, we had a good flow. But it's always just them certain motherfucking guests that just like, bitch, why are you like this? Weird. Some examples. I come into the bar and I'm the last leg or the last person to get on shift. I start at 8 o'clock. Most of my other coworkers, they start at 7 or they start at 5, the opening shift. So I'm the last leg coming on. And, if you know, I'm going to be throwing out a lot of service worker, restaurant terminology, and you just got to keep up, babes. So I'm thinking, since I'm the last leg to come in, I'm going to be more so bar backing / hosting. And what a bar backer essentially does is they're not the main stage bartender, or they're not the main person at the well. They kind of just assist and back up the bartenders and whatever they need. It could be doing dishware. It could be getting ice. It could be getting a bottle that they're about to run out of. It could be bringing food down. And, that's necessary in this setting because I know a lot of bars can function like with just two bartenders, that's it. But no, my bar is in like a basement of a building, and to get the supplies that we need, not giving too much information, we have to essentially take a service elevator to the second and third floor. Like we have different things on different floors. Like the second floor is the kitchen, mostly food, and then the third floor is like our backup products, our backup spirits, bottles, bitters, whatever the fuck you need. So, needless to say, you're running around all fucking night on your feet, okay? So I come in and I'm talking to my lead and she's like, I actually want you to be main bartender.
I just, girl, stop.
And my coworker, I need to give him a name. He would love a name. What am I gonna call him? We'll think about his name later because I know he would love. I'm probably gonna have him featured one of these days, but I'm not gonna put his name out there unless he wants it to be shared. But she's like, yeah, your coworker is going to what am I gonna call this man? Let me call him Johnny. She's like, Johnny is going to go to bar back, and we also have these like private rooms where you can do a certain activity. I'm not gonna say the activity because it would be a dead giveaway of where I work. So she's like, you're going to be in charge of the private rooms and also handling the floor. Now, mind you, my bar is, and this is the first time I've worked in this type of setting. As I said, my bar is a speakeasy. It fits at most 35 to 40 people. There are 6 bar tops where people can sit at the bar, and watch you. And it's mostly like a enclosed space. There are no walls. I mean, there are no windows. It's a real speakeasy. And, it's just a bar and cushions, and it's very dimly lit. So, like, it's very intimate in there. And the only real lighting is the bar area, which does cause for like more attention being on the bartenders because you got this dark ass room and then you just look. It's like the bar is almost like a stage. It's like you look up or you look over and it's like the bar is lit up and you think somebody's gonna come out with a song and dance. And that's what I think these motherfuckers be really wanting from me. And it's like, I don't. Calm down. Anyways, going back to clocking in. So my lead is like, yeah, you're going to be main bartender. And I'm already ticked off because I've been having experiences with me at the bar and the customers and just our interaction and communication, and the prime example being what I'm about to share. So that made me really hesitant I didn't want to be on the fucking bar. Okay. I didn't come here. Y'all didn't call me in because I was a call-in. Like I said, I dropped my days to 1 day a week for certain reasons, my mental health, hello, and y'all calling me in, begging me to come in because y'all are short-handed, and it's just like, okay, if y'all gonna do that, I want to be in the back. I did not get called in or come in to be main bartender. You have 2 fully able-bodied bartenders I have trained that are able to do that, okay? Anyways, she's like, you gonna be on the main bar, and I'm like, okay. So it's already a packed house. I come in, we open at 7, I come in at 8, and we're already like packed out. We have a private room going with some people who are having the best time of their life. They didn't order food. It's a whole production going on, okay? So I go to the bar, and immediately I'm in the weeds. I have at least 2 to 3 tickets on my bar. And my coworker, mind you, everybody at the bar is taken care of. They all have drinks. Nobody needs like a refill on water. Everybody's good. But for some reason, it's like the 2 people, I come in the weeds, like I said, trying to make my drinks. And it's like this lady, it's a couple in front of me, is just so intrigued and interested on knowing what I'm doing. Wants to know my name, wants to know how long I've been doing this. She was trying to confirm if I had been here all night because she hadn't seen me. Just like, I'm like, and this lady just trying to get to know my whole life story, which like, before y'all come from me, even though I don't give a fuck, I get part of being a service worker and part of being in the bar scene is interacting with people. It's a majority of the job is being a people person, which sometimes I feel like maybe I'm in the wrong field because I don't like people. They're just not my cup of tea. After working in the service industry, not just bartending, but also food industry for so long, like, I'm jaded. I will admit I am jaded to people in public settings only because I know how y'all motherfucking act when y'all get out. So the lady is trying to get all this information from me, trying to talk, what's your favorite drink to make? I'm having a dialect with her. I'm talking back to her. I'm like, oh, what drink did my coworker make for you that looks really nice? She's telling me, and I'm like, cool. Leave it at that. Why? Because I have drinks and 30 other people on the floor to serve. So I go, and also we're running out of ice. I come in, this is another thing. Love y'all down. Love my coworkers to death. But I come in, it's no reason I'm coming in the shift an hour into the whole entire shift, and you're out of ice. There is no fucking reason for that. It's either you skipped out on getting adequate ice at the opening of the shift, or maybe you have been making a million and one drinks. I doubt that because the bar has only been open for an hour. But I'm also like, as a bartender, you have to be aware of your surroundings. So I'm realizing we ain't got no damn Hennessy. We ain't got no damn ice. We ain't got no damn sodas for the bottle service in the private rooms. Like, we don't have no damn juice. So all of this is running through my mind while this lady is still like staring me down, trying her dude. I mean, her dude was more lax. That's what I like. Y'all cool, but you really ain't shit. And whatever. The men are very much so more laid back in a sense when it comes to restaurant settings, like food and beverage. Like, they very much are like stick to what they know. And if they do want to try something out the box, they are willing to like talk to the bartender and like kind of come to a compromise on like new things to try. The women, y'all are a different breed. And it's not all of y'all, but it's a majority. Not all, but majority of y'all act like y'all have never been to a bar a day in your life. You don't have no regular cocktails you like. And I get it because I've been to other bars in Baltimore. So trust me when I say I get maybe a lemon drop at one place is not the same as a lemon drop at another bar. Or an old fashioned at one place is not the same as an old fashioned at another bar. Or one bar may have a fully stocked bar that you go to and it had you regular at and has all of this shit, and another bar you go to might not even have the shit, even though most of you hoes drink Tito's and tequila, which is at every fucking bar. Let's just be real. But yeah, like I find that the dynamic there is always so interesting. And being that it was Valentine's Day weekend and I had to serve a lot of couples this week, you know, it's just things you notice. So I go to get, and I announce this, you know, like, because we have sections at our bar. Like, if people are sitting in front of you, the people sitting in front of you, if you're at the bar, or at the well, working the well, or at the bar, that's your set of people. And then my coworker, he has the people over there. So we're not like cross talking or cross serving people. So I let them know, you know, I verbalized them. I asked them if they needed anything else. It looks like they had been there for a while since we opened. And I also verbalized, you know, I'm going to get some ice. I'm just restocking things, but let me know if y'all need anything. And I'm thinking we cool. Back down. Still have more drinks coming to my well. I'm like in the woods. I'm trying to wash coupe glasses and also make fucking 5 last words. Like, I'm in it, okay? And my coworker, Johnny, comes back around because he's servicing the private rooms and he's coming to check on us at the bar because he's basically the bar back. So he's coming to check on the bartenders. Like, y'all good? Y'all need anything? This lady goes out of her way to be like, oh, Johnny, like, we missed you over here, Johnny. Mind you, he ain't been gone but about 15 minutes, tops. We miss you over here, Johnny. Like, yeah, like, it's not the same with you. Don't ever leave us again. Like,
Wait a damn minute.
I'm standing right here, okay? And this lady is talking at me, but like talking to my coworker shit about me, basically saying that I'm not entertaining her enough or that it's boring over here. But it's like, babes, babes, I'm making 5 drinks right now. I don't have time to talk. Anyways, I don't have time to talk to your ass and have a whole catch-up session with you. That's not my job. That's not what my job consists of altogether. And that's not what you're going to get here from me, because I have better things to do. So Johnny, my coworker, because again, we solid over here, like, love them down. They get it. Like, they know my coworker, and people who really know me know a great bartender. A lot of what my coworkers know right now, they've learned from me. Their trades and secrets and like how to keep a bar flowing and how to maximize on profit at bars. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to make money. I don't know about y'all or how y'all do things where y'all from, but here we don't do that, honey. We make money, okay?
Let me tell you something, sweetheart. I don't know how y'all do shit where you from, but let me tell you something. Where I'm from, we don't do shit like that.
So my coworker Johnny like kind of backs me up, and he's like, well, Tony is busy right now. Like, Tony is working. So, and she's just like, yeah, Tony's just more serious. She's more business forward. Like, we like you. You're more fun and da-da-da-da. And you can imagine my face of just the passive aggressiveness that's going on right now. It's just, that's what brings me to this video and upcoming of videos that I'm going to do. Is like, I really don't know what y'all expect. And not to mention, and this is what I be telling my coworkers, because what blows me and what's so different about here than California is like, you motherfuckers be wanting us to do a song and dance and trick and back wheel and front flip and set drinks on fire and do all this other shit, and you motherfuckers don't tip us. That is my biggest gripe with the East Coast / Baltimoreans. Like, you motherfuckers are cheap. You don't fucking tip, okay? You you don't respect your service worker, and even if it's from like the food or quality of what we got here was trash, we're still going to tip and be respectful to our service workers, because that's just general GP. Like, that's just like, you don't go places and do that type of shit on some weird shit and like antagonize your service worker for what? Like, we have jobs to do. You're not the only motherfucker in this bar. So that's how my shift started off last night. And granted, they left. You know, I continue, because my thing is like, when I'm not, I used to be a younger Tony in another world. Would have gone back and forth with the bitch. I would have asked her what her fucking problem was and if she would like to be closed out. But she had already asked my coworker Johnny. So, you know, I wasn't tripping. Like, girl, bye. But my thing is, it's just not necessary. It really isn't. If you see your service worker or bartender you are in front of making 6 drinks, why would you in your right mind think that that person will have time to do a song and dance and talk to you about your whole weekend and night and what's going on? Like, the math is not mathing for me, at least. Okay, so then the rest of the night was cool, but I did have another instance of, why do y'all do the shit that y'all do towards the end of the night? It's always something that's happening at the beginning of the shift and at the end of the shift. Like, midway through, people are cool, people are chill. Like, I get along great with people. Like, when I think a good night for me is when I'm averaging at least like $150 to $200 tabs, like, between each guest. If I can get people to spend more money and, you know, stay a little longer, it's more money in our pockets. It's more notoriety for the business, because my bar has only been, it's becoming very prominent in the Maryland streets, and it's only been open for 2 years. So like, we do have time limits. We have, like, you know, rules and regulations for this said speakeasy / bar, and these motherfuckers be acting like it's offensive to them. But babes, I'm sorry to break it to you, this is just the way life goes. You go to any major metropolitan area, LA, New York, DC, right up the street, like, and you go to a prominent establishment, there are going to be guidelines and rules in place. And for some reason, it just be feeling like, on top of that, I hate to break it to y'all, it's 2024, automatic gratuity is a thing, okay? You want to know why it's a thing? Because if we didn't have it, motherfuckers like me would not be able to eat and keep these damn lights on because you motherfuckers don't tip. I just want to say this video is already aggressive enough, but I just really want to throw out. If you feel like it's okay to ever leave less than the 18% tab on a bill over, I'll give y'all $50. $50, okay? You don't deserve to eat out. And I want to say other mean things, but you know how the internet is. It's not realistic, babes. You coming into an establishment and tipping your servers $5 to $10 just on a $100, $80, $200 tab, it doesn't fly. And I really want y'all to get some class about yourself, because all it shows is that you don't give a fuck about service workers, as I keep saying, and you're cheap. This is what it gives. Men, I'm talking to you. Yeah. The one that paid the bill when your girl goes to the bathroom and you leave $0 for the server that just served both of y'all undecisive asses. I'm talking to you. Anyways, towards the end of the shift, we had these 4 ladies come and sit in front of our bar. 4 white women. Very much from the Potomac side of things. Like, they very much were affluent and had money. We could tell because they were boasting about these different yacht trips they were going on and their husbands and Super Bowl tickets, whatever. So, like, and that's the thing about being a bartender. You have to be, I keep saying, observant, and you have to be able to read your clientele. And yes, we're reading you. We read you off of your body language. We read you off of the clothing pieces you come wearing into a bar. We read you by the drink you order and your dialect with the bartenders on how we can assist you or make the drink that you want. If you come to me and just tell me, I just want a tequila drink, something sweet, I'm already going to think you're an uncouth bitch. Like, I just don't know what and I'm giving y'all the real, okay? This is somebody who's worked in the industry and been at this skill for almost 7 years, okay? And I can always tell a bitch that wants to order the fanciest thing on the menu but really just wants a tequila lemon drop. Let's talk about it. I have all day. Anyways, 4 white women come in. They order 2 rounds of drinks, yelling, hooting, and hollering at the bar, mostly flirting. This was my coworker. What should I call him? Slim. I'm going to call him Slim. My coworker, Slim, that was working at the other well next to me, that was mostly his group of people, so I didn't really serve them. I mean, I made them 2 espresso martinis, but I wasn't really, like, engaging with them until I dropped the check. And, again, this 2024, I don't know why you're expecting less than automatic gratuity being added on, especially with people, motherfuckers have bills and inflation and taxes and children and fucking housing to take care of, but it's included. And please don't be in my comment section talking about, well, maybe your employer should pay you better. Bitch, it's caught. We're going to get into that into another episode, but I just want you to know that sometimes it's not about the pay. Some people genuinely like coming to work and being able to serve you a well-crafted cocktail. And for you guys to rebuttal with maybe your employer should pay you better, maybe you should be a better person. Maybe your mother shouldn't have, you know what? Stop. Sorry. So they come in, order their rounds of drinks. It's time for them to drop the tab because we're about to close. It's 1 a.m., babes. You gotta go. So, you know, we have this thing on our tab. And sometimes I will verbalize this, but like when I'm in the motion and doing too much, sometimes I don't get around to it. But, you know, we do highlight on the tab that it's a 20% gratuity already included. And they wanted to split it. So by the time I brought and I'm not going to sit up there and highlight 3 separate fucking tabs of checks just to let you know. I put it on the main one. Y'all put your cards down. I would have assumed that y'all would have saw the green highlighted added gratuity. If you didn't see it and you didn't want to use your fundamental skills and read your tab, that has nothing to do with me. Anyways, drop the check down. And this lady, again, with the passive aggressiveness, I want y'all to notice a theme in this. I'm cleaning up. We're at the bar. They're at the bar. This one white lady, ginger lady, is like, oh, there's a gratuity included. I don't like that. I don't really like how that was thrown in there. What I wanted to do, but I kept my cool. What I wanted to do is go over and be like, hey, is there a problem? Because what are you talking about, ma'am? Again, it's 2024. The majority of the restaurants, unless you're going to shit hole in the walls where the shots and drinks are $5 and $7. Majority of the places you go to, especially out here on the East Coast, there is an automatic gratuity included, ma'am. So for you to like purposely find that an issue, I honestly think because, and this is a whole nother thing we're gonna get into because I'm already at 30 minutes with this video, but I would also just like to point out I am the only Black woman bartender at my job of majority a white male staff. Yeah. And that's a stretch because I have one coworker who's Iranian, that's not white, and then my other coworker is Korean. So shout out to y'all. I'm not talking about y'all. I love y'all. But yeah, like even the other restaurant we have in this place I work, it's a full restaurant. All the bartenders up there are white men or women. So really I'm the only non-ambiguous Black woman bartender there. So I really be feeling like they be trying me sometimes. Nonetheless, I really think they be having issues, unreasonable issues and problems because I am a Black woman and it is Black History Month. And like I said, the drinks are $20 a pop. So like if somebody is handing you a tab where your tab is supposed to be like, let's say 140 and the bitch is coming out to like 168 or something, I would understand that. I would get it. But don't do that. Like there are ways of asking or handling it. We highlighted it. Granted, I can see my fault, and next time since I have to be a child to these grown ass adults, I will announce that there is a 20% gratuity in 2024 because I have to do that because people are just upset about it, that people need livable tips and wages. But you know, those were the last customers. They closed out, they left. And it's like she literally changed her, and she wrote on the thing like she changed her tip of what she was going to give, $12 to like $0. And it's like, I hope that made you sleep well at night, ma'am, knowing that you didn't let this speakeasy bar get over on you because they already added a 20% gratuity. Like the jokes fucking write themselves. Okay, now I have to go regenerate because I have a whole another long week of bartending. We have some black ass flea market and other Black events coming to my bar. It should be a really good time. We have a buyout on Friday, and you know, I'm looking forward to making the money. It's just I really, from maybe this video series, I really want to understand more of like what these people expect out of us, and I also just want to understand why y'all act like that. Like, don't be fucking weird.